United States are strongly encouraged to shelter in place to avoid being attacked or taken hostage. To shelter in place, take the following precautions. Close all windows and doors, and all lights.
Welcome to the official, the original, the only house for Las Vegas Raiders news, rumors, updates, and reactions. Welcome to Hammers.House. Hope everybody's having a great Sunday morning wherever you guys are at. It's game day, week 10 in the NFL. Those coming on in, y'all know the routine. And if you don't, I'm going to learn you. Break them thumbs, hit them subs, smash the bell for all your Raiders news, rumors, updates, and reactions. Also, for your fantasy advice as well, it's game day. We're going to break down the key matchup between the Colts and the Raiders, and we're also going to be doing our weekly start 'em, sit 'em, getting your fantasy lineups right and ready as we get closer to the 1 o'clock games. It's 12 o'clock, so we're about an hour away from kickoff. Maize and Blue, Primos, salute to y'all. If you're on the outside looking in, hit that subscribe button. That's the only way you can join the chat, ask your fantasy questions, give your Raider predictions, and also we have the phone line open as well. I will tell you guys when we can start calling, but the number is pinned to the top as well. Let me exit this real quickly, and I didn't add, give me one sec. I knew there was one thing I was missing this morning as I was all over the place. Let me add this chat highlight, and we'll be good to go. Where's it at? Here we go. I knew there was something I was missing this morning. I just couldn't remember what it was. We'll go into the fantasy stuff first. We'll actually start with the weather forecast. I totally forgot there was a game that was on the other side of the world. The Buccaneers and the Seahawks are playing in Germany. Totally forgot about that game this morning. 75 and clear in Germany. 1 o'clock game. There's a chance of snow in Buffalo. 1 o'clock start between the Bills and the Vikings. 36 degrees. Bears are at home against the Lions. Clear, 35 degrees. Winter is coming, y'all. Chiefs at home against the Jacksonville Jaguars. 1 o'clock start, 34 degrees and clear. The Dolphins are at home in South Beach against the Cleveland Browns. 83 degrees. Giants at MetLife against the Houston Texans. 52 degrees. Steelers, Pittsburgh at home against the Saints. Very cloudy, 39 degrees. The Titans are at home. Nashville against the Broncos, 39 degrees. Obviously, we're home and we're indoors, so we don't need to worry about that. The Packers are at home, 4:25 start against the Cowboys, 36 degrees in Green Bay. Rams are at home, 71 degrees against the Arizona Cardinals. 49ers and Chargers, the 8 o'clock Sunday night game, 56 degrees and clear. And the Monday night matchup from Lincoln Financial Field, the Eagles and the Commanders, 40 degrees tomorrow night. So there is your weather report. We go into the rankings as we go into week 10. Let's fix that real quick. So I'm going top 10. I never go anything past that. KJ, salute. Pat Mahomes is number 1. Jalen Hurts 2. Justin Fields, Tua Tagovailoa, Josh Allen, Dak Prescott, Geno Smith, Tom Brady, Justin Herbert, and Jimmy Garoppolo wrap up the top 10 at the quarterback position. The running backs, you got Saquon Barkley, Christian McCaffrey, Austin Eckler, Derrick Henry, Travis Etienne, Josh Jacobs, Alvin Kamara, Nick Chubb, Kenneth Walker, and Damian Pierce. At the receiver position, you have Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams, Cooper Kupp, Jalen Waddle, Amon-Ra St. Brown, A.J. Brown, DeAndre Hopkins, and CeeDee Lamb. The tight ends, Travis Kelce, Dallas Goedert, George Kittle, T.J. Hawkinson, Zach Ertz, Greg Dulcich, Gerald Everett, Pat Freiermuth, Kyle Pitts, Dalton Schultz. For the kickers, you have Harrison Butker, Daniel Carlson, Tyler Bass, Ryan Suckup, Graham Cano, Brett Mayer, Jake Elliott, Robbie Gould, Jason Sanders, and Jason Myers. And for your defense, the Eagles, the Cowboys, the Bills, the Titans, the Giants, the Niners, the Saints, Broncos, Rams, Raiders. Raiders in the top 10 for defense going into this week. That's a shock. Next up, I know I was missing something. Not missing something necessarily, but we have our player statuses as of right now. Again, we're a little under an hour away from kickoff for the 1 o'clock games. Not expected to play today is Matthew Stafford. He's been dealing with some type of injuries over the last couple of weeks. Ruled out today, McCole Hardman, Josh Reynolds, David Njoku, Mark Ingram, KJ Hamler, Romeo Doubs, Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, Russell Gage. Game time decisions, you have Jarrett McKinnon, Nico Collins, Mo Alley Cox, Ezekiel Elliott, Kyler Murray, Amari Rodgers, J.D. McKessick, and Cameron Brate. And expected to play Josh Allen, Brandon Cooks, and Ryan Tannehill. So that right now are the current player statuses. Again, as we're getting closer and closer to the 1 o'clock starts. Again, if you have any fantasy questions, feel free to ask in the chat, or you could even call in. The number is pinned to the top, 347-471-0361. Now, let's go into this matchup, the AFC between the Colts and the Las Vegas Raiders. Individual stat leaders so far this season. Passing, you have Derek Carr at 1880, Matt Ryan with 2008. Completion percentage, 62.3 for Derek Carr, 68.4 for Matt Ryan. Passing touchdowns, 11 for Derek Carr, Matt Ryan with 9. Carries, Josh Jacobs with 138. Jonathan Taylor, who is returning today for the Colts, with 107. Rushing yards, 743 for Josh Jacobs, 462 for Jonathan Taylor. Rushing touchdowns, 6 for Josh Jacobs, 1 down the board for the running back committee in Indianapolis. Your reception leaders are Devontae Adams with 48, Michael Pittman Jr. with 54. Receiving yards, 658 for Devontae Adams, Michael Pittman 550. Receiving touchdowns, 7 for Devontae Adams, Jelani Woods for the Colts with 3. Defensively, sacks, your sack leader is Max Crosby with 6, DeForest Buckner for the Colts with 5. Interceptions, Deron Hardman, the closer, with 2. A whole bunch of guys for Indy with 1 each. That's really it. We go into the team rankings between the offense and defense. Total offense, the Raiders are ranked 16th. The Colts are ranked 27th. Rush offense, the Raiders are ranked 19th. The Colts are ranked 30th. Pass offense, 13th for the Raiders, 12th for the Colts. Points per game, 14th for the Raiders, 32 for the Colts. In third down offense, the Raiders are ranked 21st. The Colts are ranked 24th. Fourth down efficiency, Raiders are ranked 6th in the league. The Colts are ranked 30th. Red zone offense, 23rd for the Raiders, 31st for the Colts. Defensively, team defense, the Raiders are ranked 28th. The Colts are ranked 5th. Rush defense, we're ranked 14th. They're ranked 12th. Pass defense, we are ranked 26th. The Colts are ranked 6th. 27th in points per game on defense for the Raiders. We're ranked 27th. The Colts are ranked 13th with 20.3 per game. Third down defense, the Raiders are ranked 30th. The Colts are ranked 5th. Fourth down, we're ranked 13th. The Colts are ranked 25th. Red zone defense, we're ranked 31st. And the Colts are ranked 18th. Anthony, what's good? Would you start Khalil Herbert or Chase Claypool? I'm going to assume that's your flex. Let's pull this up real quickly. Khalil Herbert, consensus down the board It's going to be Khalil Herbert. Season totals play a huge factor in this. And looking through opportunity and efficiency, it's down the board favoring Khalil Herbert. Let me make one adjustment here because I see I'm not fully logged in right now. So let's make sure that that's done the correct way. All right, so we're good there. Yep, you're going to go with Khalil Herbert. Again, I've said this in the past. You normally want to go with a running back in your flex or a guy that you know is going to get the most touches for your team when it comes to setting that up for the flex. So Khalil Herbert will be that guy that you want to go with today. Salute Bourbon. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're doing well, brother. Guys, again, if you want to call in and get your fantasy questions answered as well, you're more than welcome to call on in. If you want to sound off about this game between the Colts and the Raiders, call in, give your predictions, your X factors. We're going to be on for probably about an hour, depending on how many people we have come on in here. And I will be going down the shore to watch this game, hoping we get a win. Finally, Sunday I'm going down to the shore and it's not raining, so that's a good sign. Definitely hope we come away with this win. I am pinning, or I'm going to highlight it now. I just put the number in the chat, and now it's on the screen. So if you guys want to call in, get your fantasy questions answered, feel free to call in. Or, again, if you want to give your predictions, your X factors for this matchup between the Colts and the Raiders, that's the other way you're going to do it. Just call on in, sound off. It's about y'all. We added the call in earlier this week. It's been a huge success so far, and it can only continue to get better from here. So appreciate y'all. Again, if you're on the outside looking in, you need to join the chat. You have to hit that subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. Doesn't cost you anything. Come on in, sound off, join your fellow Raider Nation brothers and sisters, or if you're in here for your fantasy advice, pull on up. That's what we're here for today. We've been on a little over 10 minutes. We got 14 people in here. I know Wasted is still live. I did not expect him to still be on. I was kind of waiting for him to finish before I came on, but he's still on, so I guess this is what we're dealing with right now. Let me check something real quick. I have 0 predictions right now. We just need to just win, baby. There you go. There you go, Bourbon. Absolutely. And look, I'm not giving a score prediction. I just want to get this win today. So let me see if this dude is still on. Yep, he is. Great. Whatever. You're already hitting dead air, and I apologize for that. Let's see. So we do have some little fun facts as we go into this game today. Davante Adams, he's racked up 7 receiving touchdowns this season. He's tied for the most in the NFL, alongside Travis Kelce and Stephon Diggs. His 7 touchdowns are tied for the 5th most through the first 8 games of a season by a Raiders receiver, and the most since 1997. Max Crosby is off to the best start of his 2022, the best start of his career this season, totaling 47 tackles through 8 games. He's averaging 5.88 tackles per game, the best average in the NFL among defensive linemen. Below him on average is Grover Stewart with 5.33, Christian Wilkins with 4.78, and Derek Brown with 4.67. Josh Jacobs, he's been doing his thing. Last 2 weeks, not so much, but he's excelled at getting first downs for the Raiders. He's recorded 43 rushing first downs, the most in the NFL this season. That is surpassing Justin Fields, Derrick Henry, Dameon Pierce, and Nick Chubb. Go Sniper, salute, brother. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you pulling on up. What to watch for in this matchup today? With 1 receiving touchdown, Davante Adams would tie Hall of Fame receiver Lance Allworth and Art Powell for the 6th most touchdowns in a player's first 9 seasons in the NFL. It would also mark his 61st game with at least 1 touchdown since entering the league in 2014, the most in the NFL over that span. Daniel Carlson is still doing his thing. He needs 4 made field goals today without a miss to reach 45 consecutive field goals made, dating back to week 8 of 2021. His streak would break the NFL record for most consecutive field goals made which was set by Adam Vinatieri from 2015 to 2016. Johnny Kicknuts, the dopest name in the YouTube universe. What is good, brother? I hope you're doing well. Rodolph, what is good? So Wasted just wrapped it up, so people are pulling on up. Appreciate you guys. More stuff to watch for today with this matchup between the Colts and the Raiders. With 5 tackles on Sunday, Max Crosby would have 52 through 9 games, the most through 9 games in Raiders history by a defensive lineman. His 52 tackles would also be tied for the 4th most through 9 games by a defensive lineman in the NFL since 1987 and the most since 2010. Dwan Edwards with 53. With 1 rushing touchdown today, Josh Jacobs would become only the 15th running back in NFL history to record 7+ rushing touchdowns in each of their first 4 seasons. 10 of the 15 running backs to accomplish a feat are in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. With 104 yards today, Jacobs will surpass Bo Jackson for the 2nd most rushing yards through 9 games in franchise history and the most since 1997 by Napoleon Kaufman with 912. Wild Turkey, John B., Benjamin, I see a lot of you guys pulling on up. Should I start Carr or Justin Fields as my quarterback? That's a very tough one. Let's go to Fantasy Pros. Let's take a look at this real quickly. Again, the number's right there if you guys want to call in, ask your fantasy questions. If you guys want to sound off on this game between the Raiders and the Colts, give your matchup predictions, give your X factors, you guys can call on in. Fields has been on a tear recently. Let's take a look at this though. Justin Fields, consensus down the board. His season totals, his average points are in the plus department. His red zone opportunity is a hell of a lot higher. You're going to want to go with Justin Fields today. I know it's terrible to say. It's a cardinal sin considering this is a Raiders channel, but we're also talking fantasy football. You're going to want to start Justin Fields today. There you go. There you go. And Detroit has just been sad. Like, look, a couple surprises at the start of the season, but it's been the same Detroit Lions that we've grown to just laugh at for pretty much probably my 36 years of existence, most likely. But yes, we got 36 in here right now. I think 39 actually total. I don't know how many likes we got, but y'all know the routine. And if you don't, I'm going to learn you. Break them thumbs, hit them subs, smash the bell for all your Raiders news, rumors, updates, and reactions, and also your fantasy advice. It is Sunday morning. It is game day. It's week 10 in the NFL. We are less than an hour away from the 1 o'clock games. If you guys have any questions, again, call on in, ask your questions. Let's get those in. If you guys want to just sound off about this game, again, same thing. Call on in, give your matchup predictions, your keys to the game, your X factors, and I'm obviously going to answer. Let that sink in. Start Fields over Caught. Yeah. You haven't missed much. We've been on 18 minutes. So I did go through the game statuses. I also went through the weather, the rankings, the top 10 rankings anyways by position going into this week. Appreciate Hammer for being up early with the Raider content. I'm on the East Coast, so I've been up the last few hours, and I will, again, we're probably only going to be on an hour. I'll be going down to the Jersey Shore. I'll be down there with the Jersey Shore Raider Booster Club watching this game. Been something I've been doing pretty much the entire season since I moved, minus my brother coming up, and we got to watch a game of Peter Dillon's in New York City. And shout out to those guys, and shout out to my brothers. I might as well show it. We're wearing it today. Shout out to my brothers Graphic, Wasted, and Andy. Mal Shieldmore. Love you guys. Miss you guys. Fresno Raider Nation. I know it's game day, but what about the UFC fight? So I actually didn't. I saw I went 1 for 3 with my picks. Raider Gabe had asked me last night, and shout out to him. I did say I had Poirier winning, and Poirier won. I had Cookie Monster. She lost her title, and Adesanya lost. I was fucking shocked as shit. I will try to get the replay at some point this evening, maybe. But yeah, I didn't watch. Gino or Mahomes? He retracted that real quick because Mahomes, come on, Mahomes over Gino. Definitely. This dude comes in here, and you guys, moderators, don't even bother wasting your time. I just find it funny that we beat you guys. You've lost a shitload of players, and you still come in here with this. The jackasses are better than the Raiders. Like, that's some laughable shit. He's expected to play. He's expected to play. He's expected to play. So look. The UCL is definitely something that you can't take lightly. And a lot, when it comes to sports, is a lot more of a baseball thing, especially when it comes to pitchers, the Tommy John surgery. They're monitoring it closely with Josh Allen. They've monitored it throughout the entire week, and I guess they feel that he's good to go, but it's a very, very tough call. It really is. Superhood tailgate, what's good? Miles Sanders or Aaron Jones, neither is a good matchup. Let's take a look at this, GA. Justin Fields or JG? Shit. Benjamin, that's a good one too. Give me 1 second, guys. And again, if you want to call in, you can call in as well and ask your questions. Let's reset this real quick. I'm trying to find it right now. I'm sorry. This is when it gets crazy because everybody's asking and I'm trying to stay on top of everything. So give me a second, guys. Let's get this going the right way. And you said Aaron Jones. Let's take a look. Miles Sanders. Look, the Commanders' defense has not been that great this season. We know what the Eagles have been capable of this year, especially with Jalen Hurts. And it seems like the running game has finally come back to life after it being practically non-existent last year. Aaron Jones with a matchup against a really solid defense in the Dallas Cowboys this afternoon. Miles Sanders is definitely going to be that guy you want to go with. Justin Fields or Jimmy G? Let's take a look. Oh, fuck. There we go. Justin Fields. You're going against Detroit. The Chargers defense has been up and down. They've lost a lot of guys to injuries. But looking at the matchup rating itself plays a huge part in this. And in regards to passing completions allowed, passing yards allowed, passing touchdowns allowed, season totals, it's a consensus down the board for Justin Fields. And Justin Fields has been on a tear the last couple of weeks. I know Debo's back, but Justin Fields has been on a serious tear these last couple of weeks. And with the addition of Chase Claypool as well, and going against a Detroit Lions team that's just been piss poor again, go with Justin Fields today. Daniel Jeffers, salute. Forced to start Daniel Jones over Kyler Murray. Yeah, Kyler Murray right now is not expected to play. I did go through the game time statuses before of guys that are not expected to play, guys that are out. So yeah, Murray is out today, unfortunately for you fantasy owners. Yeah, Aaron Jones has been super consistent, but the Green Bay Packers have been super inconsistent as well. Like the Green Bay Packers they're missing Devontae. I'm not going to sugarcoat that shit. They're missing Devontae Adams right now. Aaron Rodgers is missing Devontae Adams right now. Where is it? Let me try to highlight this again. I probably lost it again. All right, there you go. There's the number if you guys want to call in and ask these questions. If you guys want to give your predictions on the Colts-Raiders matchup as well, I'm here for it. Foster Moreau or Tanyan. Funny enough, Daniel Jeffers, I actually have Moreau as not in a fantasy lineup, but I'm looking at Foster Moreau as an X factor today. Asking this question, it's very, very close, but they're saying Tanyan. It's 51-49 in favor of Tanyan. The opponent matchup is heavily favored for Foster Moreau, especially with what the Indianapolis Colts give up passing-wise. Fantasy points, though, again, Foster Moreau is getting the start. He's not our regular starter. Again, this is a legitimate toss-up. I think you're going to have to trust your gut with this. Again, Dallas has a very solid defense, especially with the passing game. Just because Moreau hasn't put up a whole bunch of numbers fantasy-wise this year, because, again, he's not our number one tight end, this is a serious toss-up for your lineup today, most definitely. St. Brown, Debo, St. Brown, Olave, pick 2, please, sir. Give me 1 second. Now the chat is fucking going very fast. St. Brown. Who's the other one? Debo. All right. So out of these 3, Debo, Samuel, you're obviously going to start. So we remove Samuel from the mix, and you're going to go with Amon-Ra St. Brown. There you go. Amon-Ra St. Brown and Debo. Morning, family. We'll be at the game today. LV, enjoy, brother. Hopefully your presence there, we get that win. Cook or Swift? Funny enough, Benjamin, I have both of these guys in my fantasy, on my fantasy roster. I haven't touched really I haven't really messed with the roster today. Dalvin Cook, consensus down the board. That's straight 100. So go with Dalvin Cook. Moreau's not a fantasy stud, but I appreciate his consistency. There you go. Gotta go Moreau. There you go. Like I said, I'm looking at Foster Moreau as that X factor on offense for us today, especially in the absence of Darren Waller, the absence of Hunter Renfrow. I think Moreau could be a guy that's going to be a very sneaky dude today for us, most definitely. Teen Raider, good morning. Gunsmoke, what is good? I'm here for you guys. We're having a good time right now. It is game day. It is Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon on the East Coast. So we're here just doing what we do best, giving you guys a breakdown of this matchup as we're a few hours away, and also helping you guys get your fantasy lineups right and ready. So again, if you're on the outside looking in, you want to answer, you want some questions answered in regards to fantasy, or you just want to sound off about the Colts and Raiders game, hit that subscribe button. You have to be subscribed to the channel in order to join the conversation. Doesn't cost you anything. Hit that subscribe button now. Peoples-Jones or Chase Claypool? That's a good one. Let's take a look. Peoples-Jones is another guy that's actually been pretty solid the last few weeks for the Cleveland Browns. Let's take a look. He said Peoples and Claypool. Peoples-Jones, 96-4 in favor. The matchup rating is very similar, but the receptions allowed by the Miami Dolphins is a lot higher, and also the receiving touchdowns as well play a crucial factor in this. Red zone, not the best in the world, but you're definitely going to want to go with Donovan to Peoples-Jones. Somebody else has that name as their team, because that's actually my team name is 2 Girls, 1 Cup. I can't. I can't with y'all. Van City, our neighbor from the north. What's good, brother? Is Watt going to prove the difference in the New Orleans game? I don't know. This is his first game back. It's very tough to say. I see a lot of people. TJ Hawkinson or ooh, this is another good one. Let's take a look. I actually need to check my lineup. Now that we're doing this, I need to double check that my lineup is good, because I'm kind of nervous going into this now. TJ Hawkinson, consensus down the board. But the fucked up thing is Minnesota's going against a really solid front seven in Buffalo. Moreau, again, not a regular starter for us, but at the same time, the matchup is the matchup rating is very, very high in favor of Foster Moreau, but they're going with TJ Hawkinson. Definitely, Anthony, go with TJ Hawkinson. Pick DeAndre Hopkins. There's a rumor saying we want CJ Stroud. Let's fucking go. Is Stroud the dude out of Ohio State? No, I don't want another player, especially in the first round, out of Ohio State. No, because they never seem to pan out for us. Nope, I'm good. Now I'm going to check my fantasy lineup because I'm getting super nervous as we're approaching. We're 28 minutes away from the 1 o'clock games. So let's take a look and see what I have. I'm good on Kyler 2.0. There you go. Every time I click this shit, I'm clicking it one too many times and it's fucking up. There we go. You asked Claypool, who's always acting like a fool. Nah, I'm just joking. Claypool or Juju? Funny. Battle of the teammates. Former teammates. Juju. Consensus down the board says Juju. So excited for you, my brother. Raise him right. Best of luck to you and the missus' healthy family. What did I miss here? Hey, congratulations, Van City. There is something flying around in here, and it's really pissing me off. And I know I'm not going to get it. This shit is way too fucking fast. These stupid plants in the house. It's annoying. I'm trying to follow the shit, and I'm losing it. I was losing it. Now it's here. Yeah, I don't even think I got it. Whatever. Yeah, let me take a look at my lineup because, again, like I said, I'm getting super nervous as we're approaching this. I'm already up 26-0, which Tyler Lockett got me some points. Oh, shit. He got me 13 points. Kenneth Walker got me 13 points. All right, so that's not bad so far. I still got Jalen Hurts, Devontae Adams, Travis Etienne, Dalvin Cook, Gerald Everett, Daniel Carlson, and Kansas City's defense. So we'll see how that pans out. I'm going against a team that has Mahomes, Waddle, DeAndre Hopkins, Alvin Kamara, Christian McCaffrey, Mike Gesicki, Josh Jacobs, Harrison Butker, and Dallas's defense. This is going to be a fucking long day. God help me now. This is going to be a long fucking day. I don't think I'm winning this week. I think I'm going to be at 500. This is probably one of the worst fantasy leagues I've ever played in. It's 8 teams. I will never do that again. If it's not 10, 12 at minimum, I'm not doing it. This shit is a fucking sin right now. All right. We're not missing anything right now. Again, where is it? I did have it up here, and now it's gone again. Fuck it. Did the Bucks win, though? Like, I didn't even look at the score. Did the Bucks win? I think it's going to be tough, especially with Indy's run defense. I think it's going to be a tough matchup for him. Oh, the Bucks did win. Okay. It's going to be a tough matchup for Josh Jacobs today. Like, we talked about it before. Their run defense, their total defense, the Colts are ranked 5th. Their run defense, they're ranked 12th in the league. The pass defense is 6th. It's going to be a very tough game. Big Mike, salute, brother. Big Mike, the number is there. If you want to call in real quick, if you got any betting advice for anybody in here that likes to be a degenerate gambler, I'm just joking, y'all. Call in, bro, and you can give the viewers some betting tips as we approach the 1 o'clock games. There was a huge bet, not even huge. There was a prop bet last week for 4 players to score 2 touchdowns each, and somebody placed a bet for $25 for these 4 players to have 2+ touchdowns. They won $38,000 off a $25 prop bet. That is some crazy shit. Anthony, I did not, unfortunately. I was so busy yesterday. I was running around all day yesterday. By the time I got home and the main card came on, I was wiped. It looks like they're falling apart now. Now Adesanya lost. Why can't I remember this other guy's name right now that just recently lost his title? Another one of the Nigerian dudes. Mattress Mac is a beast. I guess we got a Colts fan in here. Again, y'all don't have to boot him. Don't do anything. We're in here to have a good time. That's right. Kamara, Usman. Like, both of them lost now. Like, is Ngannou next? Like, that is some crazy shit all of a sudden. It goes to show how quickly things can change in the UFC. Like, the one thing right now that is something that's not even a common thing. The bantamweight division. The bantamweights are not known for defending and retaining on a consistent basis. And my brother Aljamain Sterling has been doing that shit. He just beat Dillashaw a couple of weeks ago. Dillashaw dislocated his shoulder twice during the fight. Still lost. So, shout out to Aljamain. Shout out to the Funk Master. Shout out to Law MMA. Shout out to Ray Longo. Guys, keep doing your thing. Much love to you guys. I might try to take a trip over to the gym in the next few weeks and show some love. Miss you guys. Let's see. Glad to hear Adams' court case is now after the season. Yeah, we don't have to worry about a fucking thing. Look, I'm saying the same thing. I really think that he is going to be the X factor on offense for us today. I'm really excited to see what he can do for us. Again, the loss of Waller for the next few weeks, Renfro for the next 4 weeks. I have a feeling Moreau is going to be that guy for us today, most definitely. We've already been on 36 minutes. We're going to be on probably up until the top of the hour, and then I'm going to have to wrap it up. I have a hour drive down to the shore. I can get my my little seat and be ready for the game. I may, at some point, it all depends. I might try to do a live stream of a game from there at some point, but I don't know how great their Wi-Fi is. It's the only thing that's playing a factor with me trying to do a live down there. And I was going to do one at Phil Villapiano's son's bar a couple of weekends back, but unfortunately I got hit with COVID, so I wasn't able to do it, and they were all for it too. So maybe down the road, if we end up, we got a call.
Call from
Big Mike.
There we go.
Tick.
What's up, brother?
Yo, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Good, man. Just here, just chilling, getting ready to hopefully get this win. I'm still trying to debate. I'm debating right now, do I wear one of my jerseys today or just go like this in my Shieldmore gear?
Yeah, bro. I mean, hey, you can't go wrong either way. You can't go wrong either way.
Shieldmore's winning, so yeah, I guess so.
There you go. Yeah, so if that's the case, yeah, go Shieldmore, bro, because I mean, you guys are undefeated for sure, bro. So, yeah, man. Hey, so I did want to call to throw in some betting advice for everybody. If you guys want to take that, I got my notes out right now. So
go ahead, brother.
So we got the Raiders Colts today. The over/under is 41.5. I'm leaning towards the under on this one. I think it's going to be a run fest on both ends. As far as like defense goes, I think our defense is going to show up and look a lot better against this Colts offense because they're rolling with a third string-ish running quarterback. So, and you're not getting a 100% what's the name, Jonathan Taylor either. So, look for the Raiders to kind of atone for the mistakes on defense and keep it a low-scoring game. I like a Josh Jacobs game in this. So if you really wanted to go player props, I would go over 20.5 carries for Josh Jacobs, over 87.5 yards, and at least a touchdown for Josh Jacobs. And Derek Carr, if you wanted to go under 1.5 touchdowns, it's minus 127. So if you stack those four, it's pretty good value. And then if you throw in what I think is going to be, if Derek Carr does throw the only touchdown, is going to be the tight end down the seam towards the back of the end zone. Foster Moreau for a touchdown, it's a plus 215. So if you throw those five together, you're getting a Raiders parlay of like a plus 2,900. So if you throw like $5 on that, man, you're looking at a pretty solid payday, probably like $150 almost.
You're gonna
So
make you're tempting me right now, bro.
It's worth looking at, even if you throw like $5-10 on it. You know, something that you're not gonna, you can shake off, not really like care if you lose it or not. So that's kind of where I'll go with that one.
So I don't know if you heard what I had said before in regards to this prop bet that was placed last week with 4 players scoring two touchdowns apiece. Dude placed a $25 bet and won $38,000 last week.
Oh my gosh, bro! You know what? It's only a matter of time before I hit something like that, because last couple of weeks, so I had Eckler last week for 2 touchdowns. The week before that, I had Kamara for 2 touchdowns. He got 3. So, dude, like, my advice to everybody out there is put it out there, shoot the shot, because this dude really put $25 down and won 5 figures. So
I'm trying to remember what he bet. He bet Tay, he bet Travis Etienne, he bet Cordero Patterson, who just came back from injury. I can't remember who the 4th person was, but I was just like, holy fuck. Like, why can't I hit like that?
Man, you know the thing is like, you got to really like study the games, study the defenses, look at the numbers, because the numbers will tell you what's going to happen in most cases, you know?
Right.
So if you really do the research, put in the time, you can really hit on that, you know? Not just go in there blindly and start throwing guys in there, you know?
You got me looking now on FanDuel Sportsbook. I might have to mess with this. We still got a few hours before our kickoff. I might have to mess with that. Maybe I'll mess with it before kickoff.
Yeah, man. Hey, before I head out, man, I want to throw just some more things to kind of get your brain flowing. So I hit 5 in a row on first touchdown until this Thursday, where I missed out on Laviska Shenault for the first touchdown in the Panthers and Falcons game. But before that, I hit 5 in a row. So here's my advice for first touchdown. Of course, like on both sides, you got to go with the running backs. The running backs is like a pretty much like status quo. You got Josh Jacobs. He's a plus 500. So if you throw $20 on that, that's $100. And then Jonathan Taylor's a plus 600. I know he's not 100% healthy, but he is playing, and he's pretty much the only show in town. So you got to go with those 2. And then if you really wanted to get like real funky with it, like Foster Moreau, first touchdown is a plus 850. Well, actually, it's plus 850 on some sports books, but you can get it as high as about like 1,100 or something like that. So it's a fat payday. And then Mo Alley Cox for the Colts. And you know how we struggle with giving touchdowns up to the tight end. So Mo Alley Cox in a red zone situation, that's a plus 1,800. I saw it as high as plus 2,700. So, yeah. So get in on that. You never know. Throw $5 on it. Throw a little lottery ticket on it. You might be eating pretty good for the week.
That shit just sounds really, really good right now. I'm looking at any touchdown right now for Mo Alley Cox is at plus 600.
Bro,
Foster Moreau for any touchdown today is at plus 250. And
telling you, man.
Yeah, these are some numbers that I might have to mess around with.
Yeah, at least throw a little lottery ticket on it. And you know, the thing is about Mo Alley Cox is that he had 2 touchdowns. He has 2 touchdowns this season, but they're both against the Titans. And to me, that tells me that he's due for a touchdown at least. Yeah. You know, so he hasn't really gotten that touchdown. He really hasn't had that many. Like his volume is not really that high this year, but you know, it's one of those things where, you know, you got a new head coach coming in. Maybe he might approach the offense a little bit differently, see things a little bit differently, and get it to the tight end. So it's worth looking at. It's worth, you know, throwing a little $5 on there, and, you know, a little chicken nugget money, you know what I mean, and making it into a steak dinner. So that's what I would say about that, man.
Bro, I really appreciate it. This is perfect. Like I said, I do want to do this as a weekly thing with you, and this is like definitely the best time to do it, as it's game day. We're doing fantasy. We're getting everybody right and ready for the 1 o'clock starts. This right here, this is a perfect segment to have Big Mike on. a member of Planet Raiders. Appreciate you so much for calling in, bro. And enjoy the rest of your day, man. And let's get this win.
Hell yeah, man. Go Raiders. And good luck. Happy betting, you degenerates.
Talk to you soon, brother.
All right, man.
Later. So that was Big Mike Raider, one of our guys from Planet Raiders, and he also does content for Men of Order as well. Definitely appreciate him calling on in and helping you guys if you guys plan on making any bets today, and definitely best of luck if you do. We are at 45 minutes. We got 65 in here. I think I'm going to wrap up now because I got to finish getting myself situated and ready to head out. Like I said, I will be on the Jersey Shore this afternoon. No, I will not be fist pumping, but I will be watching the game with the rest of the Jersey Shore Raider Booster Club. So it should definitely be a good time. And actually, former Giants tackle Carl Nelson is actually down there right now with the president of the Raider Booster Club. So I'm going to try to get down there before he's out. Just quick greet, hello, that type of stuff. And yeah, on your way out, if you haven't already, please break them thumbs, hit them subs, smash the bell. We went in here today at 4260. Again, we are on that road to 5K. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. If I'm not back tonight, we will do Reaction Monday. We will break down the stats. We will break down the studs and duds of the game and talk some other Raiders news if it is brought to us. But much love to everybody that pulled on up today. Hope everybody has a safe day and we get this win. As I always like to roll out and in my regular Hammer fashion, continue to stay safe. Most importantly, be kind to one another. COVID is around. Remember to wash your hands and your asses. And as always, win, lose, or tie, Raider Nation, till I die. You know, all my New York shit, we gotta do it the right way. Much love. See you guys next time.